Hello and welcome. Today we are in the Tier 8 US heavy cruiser, the Rochester. She's basically a Smokey Baltimore. That is, instead of the radar she gets a smokescreen. But she also loses about 20% damage per minute, or maybe like 15% compared to the Baltimore, but she also gets 400 meters better concealment. Pretty minor differences. The main thing is the smoke versus radar and the damage per minute thing. I think the Rochester is a great ship because the Baltimore is a great ship. I think if you're up-tiered into like tier 10 battles, being a Rochester is actually better because, well, using the smokescreen allows you to farm even in relatively open water, whereas if you are top tier yourself, I think being Baltimore is a little bit better. One of the nice things about Baltimore and, well, the Rochester is that she has 27mm of armor everywhere, meaning that especially at tier 8 and lower, if you run into ships with 380mm guns, such as Bismarck or Tepets or many of the other things, well, not ships like Amagi, but many of the other battleships you'll run into, then they cannot overmatch your bow. And that feels pretty great. Baltimore and Rochester both have this feature. Sadly, in this game it's only really the Caracciolo that has guns that can't overmatch my bow. I believe Zita, Amagi, Iowa, blah 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 all have AP that will overmatch it. Wow, Amagi just blocked us from torps, I believe? Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm being rammed into the torp? Yeah, actually that would have happened. If those torpedoes had more range, I think York would have pushed me into them. Oh well, it is what it is. They ran out, so it doesn't really matter. I really like the smokescreen on this ship. Or smokescreen on a ship like this in general, because one of the biggest problems with playing a cruiser at these kinds of tiers and matches is that you simply don't have the range to engage enemy battleships. And, well, you just have to wait until they get in range of your island to be able to shoot from over the island. The smokescreen solves this problem because you can just sit in open water and, well, smoke up and start shelling. And it just makes things feel a lot better. Because these days it feels a lot like you pop out from behind an island with your cruiser, somebody just hits you for half your HP or more. Because pretty much every battleship tends to overmatch you. Well, many of them. Doesn't happen as much at tier 8, but higher tiers, absolutely. Okay, so we took care of the Zeten. The Mogami continues pushing for some reason. I'm gonna swap to AP because she seems to be showing a lot of side. The Rochester has the same AP that the Des Moines, Baltimore, Buffalo have. Same penetration, same improved AP pen angles. It's really good. So if you're a ship going up against any of the tier 8 or higher heavy cruisers, you really have to watch out for that AP. Because it can easily end up citadeling you even if you think you're angled compared to normal ships. Or against normal ships. You have to angle a lot more against these. Okay, it would be very nice if we could take out the Zognevoy. I think we can. Oh, I was hoping that one would be hit. Surely? Come on, guys. Please, do it. Surely somebody's gonna get her. Excellent. I actually hit but got an incapacitation. Luckily though, Shiratsu shells finished her off. Only one turret actually flew over the island. The rest will hit the island. And, well, I guess even if the rest went over, it wouldn't have mattered. We barely hit the stern of the Mogami. Okay, anyway, the enemy team doesn't have any more support on this side, it's just the encounter on her own. So, we can just push. Bismarck comes with me. Well, actually, nobody has to even come with me. I can easily take the encounter here on my own. Okay, I think it's time to start turning in. Or maybe we'll still find the encounter first. Surely, she's gonna appear right behind the island. Oh, hello Bismarck. Okay, maybe we don't want to run into the battleship and grief. It's time to turn in. Basically go to where that Mogami is going. Oh wow, I can't believe it. Mogami managed to turn sideways in that small channel and actually just... I imagine she just torpedoed the Colorado and finished the Colorado off with the guns. Regardless what it is, if we get there and Mogami is still alive, we're gonna deal with her. There's no way we're gonna let her get away. Oh, hello encounter. AP here is absolutely valid, because she will have to angle really hard to avoid avoid getting penetrated here. I guess while I hit a nice salvo, that wasn't me that did most of that damage. That's okay, it's a team game though. We seem to be winning, actually, I'd say very hard, but that's not really the case, is it? We're one ship ahead, but the enemy has 2 cap zones and we're struggling to take 1. Although I think now that the Mogami is gone, Shiratsu will probably be able to take the decap, sorry. So, do you guys like the Rochester? Do you actually know the ship? I personally really like the Rochester. I think she is definitely one of those ships I should play more of. Kind of like the Baltimore. I should play more Baltimore as well. It just feels a little bad when you get into tier 9 and tier 10 battles. I'm fine with everything else being worse. The trouble I have is that the lack of heal just... I don't know, the lack of heal just makes things not feel great. Because you take some damage and you know that that's permanent. And it just kind of sucks. Because as a heavy cruiser, you're kind of bound to take some damage here and there. Anyway, I'm gonna go into this channel, because it seems there's an Amagi coming. There's another Amagi right here, and a Caracciola as well. Maybe we can farm some more damage. Here I was actually trying to check what the gun caliber of the Caracciola was. I know it's 381 now, because I looked it up after the game, but at the time I wasn't sure, and I was hoping that the in-game thing, ship information tool, would actually tell me, but sadly, no, it doesn't. Because I really wanted to know if Caracciola can overmatch my bow or not. She can't. But of course, SAP means that she can still get quite a lot of damage just shooting my superstructure. So, the plan is to stop right here. Now unfortunately I'm gonna be too close to use my smokescreen. If I fire and I'm in smokescreen, the enemy has to be more than 6.8 kilometers away for me to stay unspotted. So I'm not even gonna use my smokescreen, there just isn't much reason to. Maybe we can Citadel though. I mean, we have the mine level penetrations and 4 non-penetrations. Okay, yeah, I guess we can't. That's unfortunate. I thought being within 4 kilometers would be enough, but no. But I don't think I'm too worried about this situation. Amagi can fire at me, but I think even if Amagi does, well, I have a Bismarck right next to me, there's a Shiratsu here as well, and I'm almost full HP. I should be quite alright here. And I mean, if worst comes to worst, I can always just smoke up. Oh, and actually I am completely unspotted right now. I do think that my division mate, the Bismarck, is making a bit of a mistake, I guess. She's being a little too ambitious. If she were a Tippets, I could understand this, because she would be going in to torp things, but as a Bismarck, I don't think there's much value in going this close. Which I think she realized herself, or he, but, well, a little too late for that. It's already too far. Caracciola is actually almost far enough that I could smoke up. But I think at this point again, there's no point, because they're all gonna focus the Bismarck instead. Okay, so Caracciola is on fire. We should try to burn her down, because we need to remove... Oh! Kaga came in! Now that is bad news for Bismarck. That is really bad news. Yep, that's like 12,000 damage to the Bisco. York is here with me too. Very nice channel. Somewhere here at the bottom is also the Mogami. And there should be a Colorado close by. Oh, wait a second. I'm being shot at by Pasta over there. Bolognese. So once we deal with the Caracciolo, that's our next target. I think everyone else is going to be shooting that cruiser too. Actually, everyone else already is shooting the cruiser, I think. Goodbye, Caracciolo. And the Amagis still can't really engage me. So we just farm some more damage. I really like that I don't need to use the smoke yet. I could always do that. But in this kind of a situation, not much point. I'm unspotted, so... And I'm protected by an island. I think even if Amagi fired at me, the shells might actually not go over the island. Because even mine barely make it. Oh, and we actually do hold the sea cap, so things are looking pretty good. We're only... Actually, we're not ahead in points. Right? Look, the enemy is a few points ahead most of the time. I say most of the time because there is a brief moment that my team actually is ahead in points. See? For like half a second, my team had 2 extra points. So even with that, we're probably going to win. Because we're gonna block the sea cap in a second. And then they're just gonna fall further and further behind. Since York is pushing, I'm gonna do the same. Oh, and she fired on York, so it's okay if I get spotted here. Where's the second Amagi? I mean, this guy is here, sure, but where is the second one? Are we only fighting the one? Did the other one just decide to try to, I don't know, flank with a battleship? You know, there's a sign that tells you not to take your battleship there, right? It's there for a reason. Because it takes you out of the battle for a very long time. It's fine at the start of the battle when enemies are actually there, or your team is there. But at this stage... I don't think that's a good plan. Because now, York is probably gonna go down, but we're definitely gonna take out the Amagi. Shokaku is there as well, so there's no chance she gets away. And even if necessary, I can always just smoke up and just farm with the Shokaku spotting.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
It is actually 4 versus 3, so technically it could be pretty close. Oh,
Enemy battleship foundered.
9,500 damage at the end. That's a little unfortunate. But I think we're gonna be okay. So, Azuma and York are gonna go after the Kaga. I think I'm gonna try fighting the Amagi over here. Sadly, I don't think I can make the turn straight away, so I'll have to turn out and then turn around. But yeah, I think I can take the Amagi. If Amagi is coming through that channel over there, I could go for a ram. I mean, the main thing I have to avoid is just not getting deleted. So I have to show some broadside so that the enemy just dumps shells into my main belt and stops overmatching my bow. Because that's definitely what's gonna happen. I can't really use a smokescreen against this single ship here. I think he'd just run away if I did that. Or, if not just run away, I might not have any vision. It is a little suspicious that Hydro hasn't spotted her through the island at some point here. So maybe Amagi isn't coming over here. Maybe she is almost on the other side and is gonna just suddenly surprise the Shokaku and delete her or something. Oh, nope, she's right there. Okay, well, ram it is. I'm just gonna go and ram her. She only has 44,000 HP. If I hit her a few times, ramming is gonna be good enough. But again, I gotta show enough side so that she actually fires at my main belt and ricochets off. Oh, she's actually reversing. Interesting. Okay, she's gonna fire at any moment, so I gotta show side. But I have to also turn a little bit in, because I'm gonna run into the island here, I think, otherwise. Okay, we avoided the island, so it's gonna... Oh, come on! Come on! What is this? Hello? Why am I stuck on an island? There's clearly so much water in the way. Well, this is terrible news, because now I actually do have to show... I have to show the bow directly towards the Amagi, right? This is bad, and now she gets to do overmatch through the bow. I'm at 1000 HP. I don't know about this ram here, guys. I don't think I'm gonna make it. That stupid island slowed me down so much. I would be there already otherwise, but no. Oh, what? We ran into the island again? What is this? Hello? Unbelievable. Wait, what? I can't believe this. Stupid island blocks me like 3 times. But apparently we didn't even need to ram. Just guns were good enough. Didn't she have like 44,000 HP as a battleship? That's crazy. But anyway, we did 127,000 damage. By the way, if we had been a Baltimore, that would have gone even better. Anyway, 127k damage, 2,348 XP. Wow, that Azuma 53 planes shot down. That's unbelievable. Well done. I gotta say, fired at some overtime against that Amagi at the end there. Without that, I wouldn't have survived. I can't even believe I survived that at all. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would like to thank the patrons on Patreon. Thank you very much for your continued support, and I hope I'll see you guys next time.